Hey guys, long time no talk. Today I thought we would sit down and set up my 2023 Hobonichi weeks together. Okay, so where have I been? Well, I did not intend to not film or get videos up these past, I don't even remember how long it's been. Life kind of just took over. Lots of appointments with my grandma, so I'm kind of taking over as her, I wouldn't say caregiver because she doesn't live with me. She still lives with my mom, but my mom is going through some things at the current moment, and I'm kind of taking over the whole doctor's appointment situation with her and the care that way. So I have a lot of appointments for her, and then I had a few appointments for my littles, and then with Thanksgiving I had a lot of prep to do there because I do kind of my own dinner at my house, and my little sister and my friend came over, so had some prepping to do there. And yeah, this kind of just took the back seat, so I apologize, but I'm back and I'm so excited to jump in to my Hobonichi weeks Hobonichi weeks. So I was not intending on starting this planner so soon, so my initial thought process was that I was going to stick with my print impression weeks for that little bit longer. I was going to finish out the year in it, but I don't know what happened. I don't know, I kind of just felt like it was silly of me to stay in something that, I mean, I still love this planner, it's kind of falling apart. So the binding is just, I'll show you guys. Yeah, but the binding, see, look, oh my goodness, yeah, she's holding on by a thread, literally. So the binding is falling apart, and she's just like really chunky, and I felt it was silly of me to not jump into the planner that was starting already. So it's starting next week. I was like, why am I forcing myself to continue with this planner if I have one right here that's going to start next week? Like, I'm jumping. I keep almost showing you guys important things. Because this is my on-the-go planner, there's a lot of private information in it, so I have to be careful. Like work things and all that such. So let me pull this out. Okay, so if you can see, like, the binding, and this might hurt your guys' hearts, but it was literally just sticking on from that paper there. So yeah, it's really wobbly, and it just, yeah, she fell apart. But yeah, so now I am fully excited to move over. So I have a few things I'm going to pull out. I just clipped this on with a planner clip because I cannot commit. I can't commit to putting it in a planner. I love this sticker so much. It's from the Honeybee shop. I have a picture of Michael and I, and then this little washi card. And then these are my girlies on Easter this year. So I don't think there's anything else I want to pull out of here, so we can move that aside. The other thing that I have not talked to you guys about, so I'm sure you all, think that I am sticking with this planner. This was my initial weeks that I had purchased. Well, I bought a new one because I did not enjoy how this doesn't stay open. So I went on JetPens and purchased, oh my goodness, I'm just giving you guys sneak peeks. I purchased this one. So this is the Champagne Gold, which kind of surprised me because before I confirmed, or like before I decided on this one, I was going to get the 365 calendar weeks And then when I was buying a new one, I mean, I probably should have bought that one, but I thought that this one went really well with this cover as well as another cover I had my eyes on. So yeah, I just kind of chose on this one. So this is what we'll be setting up today. I used this one to kind of do some testing. Ooh. So yeah, this I decided to use as a testing. I was going to sell it, but then I started like putting little things in it to kind of test out like stickers that you will see a little bit later in this video. And then my ultimate decision after I'm done using this, I'm going to give it to my oldest daughter because she loves planners and she wants to be like mommy. So I thought I would give her this planner. She loves just like stickering up planners. So that will be for her. And yeah, so this is the cover. I'm going to move all of my cards into the back of here. Now, one thing to note is, oh my gosh. One thing to note is that it will not fit in with this clear cover. So how I decided to do it was just set my planner in there. And then that way, like on the go, it's still functional for me at least. I don't know what's in there. It still like works functionally for me. So that is how I'm deciding to use it. And it will be my wallet / Hobonichi Weeks everyday carry. Okay. I'm sorry I'm so all over the place. It's been a while since I filmed a video. But anyways, another reason I decided to jump into this planner, and while we're talking through this, I'm going to cut some things up because I forgot to cut some things up. So this is, I made a vision board and then a photo board for my planner. So the photo board are pictures from this current year that are some of my favorites, and then the vision board I will kind of talk through with you guys and explain why I chose what I chose. But anyways, what was I saying? So another reason I decided to jump into the weeks early is because I'm kind of having a hard time choosing which will be my everyday carry and what planner will be for what between my weeks and my Hobonichi A6 Techo. So I've decided to start the weeks early since it starts, or technically it's not starting it early. I'm going to start it when the planner starts. That way I can kind of play around with it a little bit before the new year, and I can make some decisions that way. So that's another reason I decided to jump in, and I'm excited. So yeah. Now this is all cut up. Another thing I need to cut up is something I kind of want to wait to show you guys. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have everything I need cut up. Now let's get into the setup. So this is the planner I'm going to set up today with you guys. Let's start with the cover. And I kind of already like played around with some of the vinyls I have. And then there's these. So my idea was to use this little pencil munchkin right there, and then I think it's going to be like super simple. This is a Just Begin vinyl from Moxie Life. And I felt like it was kind of like symbolic of me just beginning this planner. Now, I don't know how I want to do this. I kind of feel like... And then also, I do have this clear dashboard that I felt like I could stick in the cover. That way I can change up the design as I go along, which that might be good as well. Like a good thing to do. That way I'm not like forced to stay with this one design, but I don't know if that's going to like affect how, yeah, I think we should just decorate the cover. So I do really love this Munchkin. I was gonna cover up the 2023, but I'm now like kind of second guessing myself doing that. Maybe like, this is very nerve-wracking. I don't think I like that, and oh my goodness, please tell me this will come up. Okay. Whew. I really need to figure out where I want to put this. You know, I think this should just go there. And then I don't know if I want to put the Just Begin on. I think for now we're just going to stick with that. I really love that little Munchkin, so I'm happy with that. Now here I did start already like planning how I want to do the washi dashboard. So I did one of these in my B6stology, and I grabbed these washi tapes, and that was kind of what I wanted the vibes to be. So I did the cafe from one, the Coffee Monster Co. And I don't know, I feel like these go well together. The only thing is I'm not sold on this one. This is from Every Minute a Story. So what I ultimately decided on were these washi tapes, and we are going to do those together. And these are all from the Coffee Monsters Co., which is funny. So it's going to be these and this little cafe. So yeah, we're going to speed through this part because it will take some time. And I'm just going to line these up by each other, one after the other. Okay, so there is my washi dashboard. I love how it turned out. I just think, I just thought that the colors matched or complemented the cover very well. So this makes me so happy. Coffee Monsters Co. Or Helen is like the person who introduced me to Hobonichi. I loved watching her setups, and I just feel like it's fitting. So there is this one little, there. I'm not going to be too picky on that corner over there. But yeah, that looks so gorgeous. I'm happy with how that turned out. So now we can get it back in this clear cover. I haven't decided if I'm going to do one on the back cover. I didn't do one in my Stology. Oops. Yeah, this is gonna, hopefully it just ends up adhering well. My Stology doesn't seem to have any issues. But yeah, look at how cute, and I love this little munchkin. This was from Michael's. I got it actually secondhand from someone on eBay for like $1. So I might have to put down a little bit of adhesive to get that to stick. Perfect. Oh, I love that. Okay, so that is number one done. Well, the first thing done. Next, so this, I was going to put the pictures up here because my initial thought was to put it next to my goal vision board, but it looked too cluttered. So let me show you what I mean. It's just like a little too much there. So I'm actually going to take a page out of Lindsay Scribble's book, and I'm going to put kind of the goals that I have intertwined in here and like write them out over here. So this little guy is going to go right here. That way I can always see it too, because I love these pictures. I just made like a little collage on Canva and then downloaded it and then uploaded it into my Cricut software and then resized it and printed it out on sticker paper. So that was my process. There, perfect. So now I have all of my favorite pictures from last year with me. Well, technically it's still this year. I love that. And then right here, I am thinking of putting like a 2023 vinyl from Coffee Monsters Co., but I think she's coming out with new ones, so I'm gonna hold off. Or actually, you know what it was that like name sticker, and I think I'm gonna put that there. So I'm not gonna do anything there quite yet. Let's bump back to here and set up my little goals, and I will talk through my vision board and tell you kind of what I was envisioning when I made this. Okay, so I sized it to fit into this border. I know like Lindsay Scribbles and a few other people who have made these, they size them for the whole page, but I didn't want to go through that much work. Perfect. Oh no. Okay, perfect. So my vision board First and foremost is this little like morning photo. I really want to be better at waking up earlier, so I want to kind of transition myself into becoming a morning person in the new year. This is a picture of New York City because I would love to plan a trip back there. I love New York City so, so much. I think I've been like 2 or 3 times, and it's my favorite city, even though I haven't like traveled that many places, but I do love New York, so I want to go back there. This is a little coffee shop, and this is like a little bookstore because I would love to explore my area more and find like cute little shops and even like stationery shops. Like I just want to explore more shops and explore the world. Is kind of self-explanatory. I would love to travel more in the new year. This is a little picture of like journaling, reading. My Delphonics pouch just dropped. Planning, a Bible. I would love to just continue my love of journaling and planning into the new year, of course, and then I do want to start like a Bible journal. This is a picture of Disney World because we do want to start planning a trip there for us and our littles. I personally have never been. Growing up, of course, you always want to go, but I was not fortunate enough to go. I would love to take my littles, though, so it's not going to be next year that we go. It's going to be the year after, so we just want to start that planning process. This is a picture of a little craft space or desk space, and this little egg chair. So I am moving in the middle of the month, if you don't know, and I will be getting my own room to make into my craft space and like just my space. So I really want to get an egg chair and then just really like plan and create a room for me to be able to go to and enjoy. So that's kind of my envisions there. And then this is just a little sign that says Smile Zone. So I do want to work on my mental health and just be happier overall. So this is the only one I didn't talk about. It says it's a slow process, but quitting won't speed it up. And that kind of just reminded me of everything. Like, it's just a nice reminder for everything. Like, it's going to be a slow process, but quitting won't slow it down. So yeah, that is my vision board for the new year. I'm thinking I'm going to create a script that says word of the year or something, so I can write my word of the year in here, which I have 2 that I have already kind of adapted or chosen for the new year, and those will be purpose and passion. So I really want to hone in on my passions and find my purpose in the world. So yeah, I know those are some big aspirations for the new year, but I'm super, super excited. I already put a few things in here, like there is my children's dentist card reminder back there, my daughter's classroom school number, and then I do just stick like sticky notes in the back. That way they're all of the sticky notes that I have from like cutesy shops. That way I always have one with me. I am going to slowly be setting up notes pages, but I'm not going to do that today. If anything, I'm planning on doing so I typically set up my planners in the new year, the last week of the year. I'm already setting this one up, so what I plan to do is kind of like a where is it now type of video for the Hobonichi weeks. That way you guys can see how I've been using it. So yeah, this is not all though. We still have one last thing to do, and that is set up the month and the first week. So I thought that we could do that together because I have created my own kits and I love how they turned out, and I really am excited to share them with you guys. So this is my monthly kit, and I wanted my sheets to be the size where, so if you don't know, and that's another thing with that vision board, this whole little space, it's also pertaining to me starting my own sticker shop. So that is what I'm planning to do very soon after the new year. So I'm very excited, and yeah, I just had to turn back to tell you guys that that also applies to that. Was that? Oh, let me stick that down a little better. So yeah, with that being said, I am going to be bringing Hobonichi weeks, monthlies, and weeklies to my shop when I do open them. So here is page 1 and page 2. I absolutely love them, so let me show you how they fit. So oh my gosh, I made these little boxes to fit right down here. Of course, I'm gonna like be nervous, but yeah, so there's that. And then on page 2 there is a second one. One thing I did want to do, because I think when I open my shop, don't quote me, but I think I'm gonna do like a la carte type of style. So I wanted to ensure that you could like set up this whole page with just the first page, and that is what I've done. So I don't know why I'm trying to put this down first. So you would only get one of the bottom boxes, but I feel like that would work with like how you would set it up. I don't know. You could play around with it, but I love all the stickers, so I just wanted to fill up the entire page. So there's kind of like the main shell. Well, not even, because this little guy covers this top frame up here. And then we have this little longer piece to cover over here. And I did already set these up, so I will kind of show you the other planner in a minute. But I do have the days of the week up here. They're super, super tiny, but they fit perfectly. And this is a Monday start. But also another thing is that with my kits, you could change your monthlies to a Sunday start. I do kind of I'm used to a Sunday start on my monthly, and that is going to be like a big like change for me moving to the Hobonichis. But if need be, I can always change them back to a Sunday start with the way that my kits are set up. So I'm going to stick with the Monday start for now, because I do kind of want to attempt to switch over, but I don't know, because it's kind of, I feel like it can mix me up, especially because at work I use we have calendars that we have to keep track of like certain things, and I feel like I might just get mixed up. But for now, we're going to stick with that Monday start. And then these, okay, so here's number 1. These are the little date covers. And before that is this color. So I kept them in like the same like sequencing colors. So I'm got to like remind myself what color that is. Okay, perfect. So these were a little bit long the first time I made the kit, but I resized them and they fit perfectly now. So just making sure. It's like the tedious little things. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this first line and then I will move on from this, because I don't want you guys to have to sit through the entire setup, especially since I already did a whole setup in my weeks that I thought I was going to be using. Okay, so also there's like to buy to do this month and next month scripts for down here, and then there's all these little dots that you could use. There's these little half boxes, quarter boxes. I love these sticky notes. And then also something else, so these fill in, so let me show you. Let me grab the number 25 for Christmas. And then I have, you know, I think it's the presents that need to go on Christmas Day. This just sits right up against that and fills in the whole little square. And I did it a little crooked, but it's okay. So another thing that I created is this little guy. So this is a cover, and I measured it for January. So this, I'm going to put it down and then I'm going to pick it right back up. But what I plan to do is create these little covers for every month. So they'll be attached to all of my monthly kits, and it'll be like complete by the end of the year. So I really like that, and I just thought I'd show you. So this isn't going to work because this is for January, but just as so you could see. So I won't be using this spread until the new year, but yeah, I thought those were really cute. I was kind of like trying to figure out what to do with this space, but I think that works perfectly. I don't even know what I'm doing with this spread quite yet, but yeah, let me show you how I did it in here. So there is how my kit ends up looking. So it's the same kit. So you can see down here, I set these up perfectly. So this month, next month, this, I don't like how I did there, but it's okay. So I don't know. I just love how it turned out, and let me know what you guys think down below about the kits. I think it's good. So yeah, that is my monthly, and I just mark it with that little black string. And then I did create a weekly kit. So let me show that to you guys. So here's my weekly. And we have random pieces of paper. It's also a 2-page sheet. And again, you don't have to buy both sheets. So, okay, let me stop talking like that because I don't have a shop yet, and I don't want you guys to get confused and think that they are available right now when they're not. So I apologize, but when I open a shop, I made it so that you don't have to purchase both sheets. And let me show you. So this little, okay, actually, I created this little add-on because I wanted to test out a different way of doing my date covers. So let me, and this is my planner, so I'm trying not to mess it up. So you could use that strip, which I'll show you in my other planner. That's how I used it, but I also made these. And I just think that these would look super cute as well. Just need to line them up correctly. So there's Sunday. I'm gonna start from the bottom up. Saturday. I'm excited to be using Christmas kits. It's so crazy. It's already December. But I'm so excited and so ready to jump into this planner. I love the Tomo River paper. I've been like, me and my friend Yvette, we have been texting about how we are just purchasing like all the Tomo River paper notebooks, and I'm just been experimenting. But yeah, so there is that. So I actually really like those date headers better, so I might switch it over. But let me show you the alternate way that the other ones look. So these were the other ones. I have the little scripts right there, and then the little date dots. So let me know if like which way you like better, or if you would rather both options be available, because I am trying to like fine-tune my kits for when I open my shop. So yeah, those, I love those headers though. I think I like those a little bit better. And then I did create this little guy to cover up here. And one of the things that I really appreciate and like about the Hobonichi brand is that they let you know which week you're in. So what I ended up doing, and what I'll probably continue doing, is I created these little week counters. So this is week 48. And that way, like, because I plan, when I open my shop, I plan on releasing one design for all the kits, and that way you can choose whichever week you're going to use it in that month. So that was my thought process behind there. And then Monday is the 28th. So let me just throw down these little date dots really quick. It's exciting starting a new planner. And if I continue with Hobonichi next year, I will be probably moving in early again because they start early, so you might as well. 3 and 4. And then this is the little weekend banner, which I think I'm going to hold off on because I do have these little guys. So these are like little full boxes that I think are really cute. And then I'll put the weekend banner after that and kind of like layer that. So there is my weekend. I'm gonna hold off on using these. I really haven't put much thought into how I'm setting up my weeks quite yet. I do know that I'm going to utilize this line here, and I also have another strip for over here. I don't know why this happens. I measured and they are the exact same measurement, but this one, I don't know why it does this. So what I'm gonna do, I am a mess over here. Let's start it on this side. So last night we went Black Friday shopping. It's currently Saturday. Typically we go like as soon as the stores open. Well, we went at our own pace and kind of just went later in the day on Friday. I had to go pick my sister up, and I was actually a little nervous that everything would be sold out, but we got so much stuff and so many good deals. Oh my gosh. And we got the majority of Christmas. I have to like be quiet, but we got the majority of Christmas taken care of for our littles, which is such a good feeling. My head, I don't know, I think we did this last year too. We go on Black Friday and get like the majority of our shopping done. But it's such a good feeling, and that way you only have to do like stocking stuffers and things like that. So that, I crinkled my page, but that's okay. And there is that one. So like I said, I'm going to use this. I don't love how these fork and knife icons look, so I'm probably going to be switching these up. But they work for now. So these, I think I'm going to use this box, these boxes over here for meals. I think this is my first horizontal planner since being in the planner community, and it kind of like made me a little bit nervous, but with like the whole box system, because I plan on using these like in a boxed type of way, just like using them with the boxes that are already available. I think it will work for me. And then I also have this little meal plan script that we are going to just drop down there. And then I have a this week, habits, and to do. So here are more of those little sticky notes, and I just love these. They fit so perfectly. I don't know what I'm doing this week. I guess, I don't know. Let's not put that down yet, but I just had to show you guys. I love those little sticky notes. And then some full boxes. But yeah, so that is my kit. And again, I'll show you how I used it in here. There's nothing. Okay, so there is, I had to cover something up that was a little, I put some things, like this isn't accurate. I put some accurate things, but some of them aren't. So I was just like filling it in just to see, and yeah, so I don't know. I just love how I did the sticker kits, and I'm really excited to fully utilize them. And I use this as a page marker. I keep opening up to important information. That's why this planner I don't necessarily do videos with, because there are just very like personal things that I write in there. So yeah, that is that. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys the back and how I plan on using some of the things. So this I'm going to use kind of straight and narrow, like how it's described to use, like anytime I read a book. And that might be what I use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I may just use this as my book tracker because I do want to continue reading. I kind of fell off that this year. And I guess if I can do 14 books in the year, that'll be good. But we'll see. But anytime, like if I watch a movie that I really liked, I can like write a little blurb about it. The My 100 I was struggling with. I did not know what I wanted to do with it. But what I ended on, or like kind of landed on, and I really like the idea, I am going to track my first 100 sticker shop orders. So when I open, I'm going to keep track and see if I can get to 100 orders in the first year. So yeah, that is what I plan on doing there, just as like a new sticker shop owner. I think that'll be a good thing to look back on. I did start to fill this in, so I can kind of share that with you guys if you care at all. What some of my favorites are. So I just started writing some things in. My favorite way to cook eggs are hard-boiled. My favorite way to cook meat is grilled. My favorite town is New York City, New York, as we were just talking about. I love flying. My favorite shop right now is the Coffee Monsters Co. I purchase at every release. My favorite animal is a monkey. I love gel pens. My favorite outfit is comfy. My favorite letter is M. In my family, there is Michael. My name's Mariyea, Malia, and Milani. So we're an M family. My favorite number is 7. My favorite day of the week is Friday, as I'm sure a lot of people's are. I love Etta V. Thank you, Erin Condren, for introducing me to her. I love her art. My favorite TV show is Law & Order SVU. I love the Twilight Saga. Favorite all-time movie series. My favorite side dish are my homemade rolls. I love a good hash for breakfast. My favorite type of noodle is ramen. But yeah, so just some things I think this is a fun thing to fill out. So I will transfer all that information over and continue filling this in. And then finally, this little guy, so many cool ways that you could use this, but me personally, what I decided to do is simply just mark them off. That way I can see which day of the year we are on. So I think that'll be fun. And again, that's just like one of the things I love about Hobonichi is that they do show you kind of like the week. That way I can flip it back here and know what day of the year we're on. So that is my Hobonichi weeks, guys. I know I didn't go too in depth on some of the things, but hopefully at the end of the year in my planner move-in week, we can do another video on this, and I'll kind of update you guys on what I've set up as I go along and just little things like that. But for now, I love also, before I go, I love how I've been setting this up. So super cute. I'm going to stick these back in here because this is how I had them in my other planner. I did have this kind of like paper clip there, but this doesn't really go with this interior. So I think we'll see, look, oh my goodness. I'm really going to have to go in here and like, I don't know, tape some things down, but it should stick. It sticked on my Stalogy. But yeah, I love this dashboard. So cute. And I love being able to see my favorite pictures. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And happy weeks move-in. If you are using a weeks, definitely let me know down below. And I will see you next week, I promise. I'm going to get back on filming and uploading regularly. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.